Hello, it is 10 o'clock on January 4th, 2020. Gotta get used to saying just 2020. Welcome to the weather update. Kind of just a muggy, foggy, yucky day out there. And the rain is back in our area again. So, first, we're going to look at the temperatures. And it's still in the mid 40s out there, way above normal. Let me put the dew point in here. And still a little damp, too. Dew point's, not that low. Because we got another wave on this front that's coming through, and the winds are starting to pick up a little bit. We got a wind gust to 26 at JFK. So let's take a look and see what the highs were today across the area. We'll instead of using this tool, we'll use this tool. All right. We'll use the Weather Service site. Before I go to that, let's go and look at the radar here. So you can see this is the larger, wider view radar, and you can see this second batch of rain. This is the third batch of rain that's coming to our area. It looks like some of it's pretty heavy too. I see some yellows on here off to the west that will be moving in, so I'm glad I'm back home again. I did wind up going out today despite having no trains. Taking nice bus, which going was not all that bad actually. Actually, all the buses did show up. It wasn't that bad, I'll admit. Going wasn't crowded going at all. Going back though, we got going back. I got on 24. I took 24 both ways, and going back, we wasn't bad until we hit Old Country Road in Westbury. We started getting a lot of ex-cons coming out of the hotels. There's a lot of hotels around there, around Eastgate. They're dumping them there, but that's something I don't talk about anymore. But if you were curious how it went, But everything was on time, so everything was on time and showed up. I guess that's the most important thing, right? And I'm glad I did because it looks like it's starting to come down again, and the wind is picking up. So I noticed as I was walking back that the rain was starting to get heavier, and this is why we got some more heavy rain coming in here from from New Jersey. Here looks like steady rain. I mean not torrential rain, but heavier rain that we got on the radar coming in. Let's take a look at our temperatures and our highs today. So let's take a look at this. So 46 degrees, dew point is 40. North wind at 12. At least the wind was north. So we did wind up hitting 51 at Farmingdale today. Not a lot of rain, actually. We really didn't get all that much rain. It was just mainly light rain and drizzle and fog. We actually had some dense fog in the first half of today. But not a lot of rain, but we'll be getting more rain later on. But nothing heavy, but it'll be, wind-driven, which makes it unpleasant. So it's hit 51 at Farmingdale. Let's see what it was like further south. I don't think we're going to have the observation for Toms River again, so we're going to have to go and look at Atlantic City. So you can see northwest wind at 16 gusting 26, so we're going to be dealing with some high winds. 47 there. It hit 58 at Atlantic City, so Toms River probably got up to 58. What we can do actually go back to the weather and hazards because they have some other stations around that area. Or is it working again? Miller Air Park is working again. According to this, Miller Air Park is working, so let's go and look at that and see, get it from this site because I'd rather do that. So at least Miller Air Park's temperature is working again. So we'll see how hot it got in Toms River today. That's really what I want. Ah, not available. All right, I guess back to this. It just started working again. Didn't get that. All right. We'll have to use this station here, which is a little further. Lakehurst. We'll have to use Lakehurst. Let's see what it. Let's see what it had in Lakehurst today. I'm just curious how much warmer it was there. So it looks like it got into the mid-50s. If they actually record, yeah. So it hit 55. All right, not that much warmer there than it was here today. I just was curious about that. It did get humid though. The dew points rose a lot higher there, mid-50s. So they got a taste of some of that humidity that we didn't get. It's still a little humid out there. Still a little humid. A little damp for January. You know what I'm saying? So let's close this. Let's close this. So again, we'll look at the radar. And now we'll go and we'll look at the forecasts here. The model forecasts as this system pulls out, fortunately. So it's going to be pulling out. And behind it, we're going to have some, you see how tight those isobars are. That means strong winds over us for Sunday. And it's going to be kind of chilly, so at least it'll feel more like January. Sure, then we have a chance of possibly a little light snow overnight from late Sunday night into Monday. Probably won't amount to much. And then we have another, looks like a low forming. This one, again, forms way to the south. And the GFS keeps it to the south. Doesn't connect it up with this low here, so we don't see any phasing. So no storm from that. At least we're not going to get another storm from that. although it could have been snow if it was a storm. And then the cold air builds in, and this is actually a good setup for cold air now. If you take a look at the way the high is building in, it's building in from eastern Canada, and that'll give us a wind right out of the north. So actually, I like this setup. And Joe Chaffee was talking about this. Let me get this on here. Joe Chaffee was talking about this kind of setup last night on his weather in his video, and this is a good setup to have if you want cold air. But the problem is it's not going to last. So if we go and we look at this, it's this one. You see that the cold air is coming right out of the north. So Thursday could be pretty chilly. Could be a very brief blast of cold air across our area for Thursday. So at least give us some cold air at least. So that'll be good. Let's see which is the one that erases everything. I don't know where it went. Oh, this is it? I don't know. I can't find it. Oh no, it's over here. Alright. So, I gotta get used to this, alright? So, sorry. You'll have to bear with me. This high builds in. It should bring a bit of cold air. Then, unfortunately, no blocking, so it moves right out. And then we have the next system come in, and this one, of course, same old story again. Tracks up through the Great Lakes. And, yep, another soaker likely for next Saturday into Sunday. This could be a real soaker. And then another high builds in. And then, yep, here's the same old story again. Another soaker right into the Great Lakes. And then another high builds in. But it's looking a little better toward the end of the period. You'll notice this is a little more of a signature, a little more of a blocking signature. So we'll have to see what happens with that. I'm not going to speak too much about the long range in this, just the short range. So you get the general idea of what's going to be happening this week. I mean. So let's go and look at the temperatures here and see what we'll be seeing here with the temperatures on Sunday. All right. I mean, this weather's just been horrible. I mean, no sun. Hopefully we can get some clear skies. We're going to take a look at that. So tomorrow, at least, you can see we're finally near average. Highs around 40 degrees. And we will have some strong winds. We'll look at that on windy.com. And then Monday, temperatures start warming up a little bit, but not too much. Then Tuesday, we're back down again. There's that storm tracking to the south. So it'll kind of keep us below normal. And then look at Wednesday. We're only in the mid-30s. And then here we go for Thursday. This is that north wind is going to mean that we may not make freezing, at least on Long Island on Thursday. So hey, that's good, right? We finally have a day that's going to be cold, but it doesn't last because the warm air comes right back on Friday again. And then we're going to be and then a couple days later we're going to deal with a brutally warm Saturday, perhaps with another shot of really yucky air, and then it cools down again, and then another shot of really warm air again for around the 14th. And then another plenty. But then you can see what happens. Look at Thursday, January 16th, and again, another cold day. And the cold air tends to stick around a little more. So as we get toward the end of the period, you'll see, look at that. We have a couple of cold days now. That hopefully this time it'll actually happen. And we'll finally see this pattern flip into more of a January-like pattern and away from this yuck that we've been dealing with. So let's look at the clouds, and let's see what's going to be happening. As we go into Sunday. So you see we start off with some clouds, but then they clear out. Hopefully at least by the afternoon we could have a sunny, nice blue sky. Then Monday we have these clouds move in associated with that light snow area. And unfortunately the clouds stick around because this is kind of a warm front. And then for Tuesday we're going to have clouds. But then Wednesday it looks like maybe it might clear out. Thursday would be the next chance, as long as the cirrus doesn't roll in too early and ruin the party for us. And then Friday, we're back in the clouds again. And then maybe we clear out again by next Sunday. I'm not going to go any further than this on this, because after a week ahead, it's kind of, unpredictable. But you can see here that it's an improvement, and I'm encouraged because we've been really suffering here a lot. So let's look at the NAM and take a look at the NAM sky cover. So looking at the NAM sky cover, you will see we start off with some clouds Sunday, but then it clears out. Now, the NAM seems to want to have a little more clouds over southern Jersey and a little clearer over Long Island, but it gives us clear skies. So hopefully we'll get some clear skies tomorrow, because Monday does not look like it's going to happen. We're going to have a lot of clouds around Monday, and the same for Tuesday. But Sunday, hopefully we can get some clear skies. If not, our next chance would be Thursday with that much colder plunge that we'll be getting. I want to look at the ICON model and see if that shows the plunge. I don't know if that goes far enough out or not. Or is it the 0Z? So let me go back to the 18Z. I don't know if that's going to go further out, but let's see if that'll show that plunge coming in for us. Does this go far enough out? Yes, it does. Look at that. So again, looks like we're going to get some winter. A little taste of some Arctic air. Finally, we've been waiting so long, and I'm so happy to see this. It's finally, this is what we should be having. This warm air is not healthy for people. You notice a lot of people are sick. It's because of the warm air. Because when it's cold, a lot of those viruses get killed off by the cold, dry air. But when it's warm, that doesn't happen. So that's why a lot more people are sick. That's another reason. So let's go to windy.com and take a look at the wind situation for tomorrow, because that's the next thing that we want to look at. Now, this uses the European model, which we can also look at the temperatures and see. I'm sure that's going to show that plunge too. So let me see. Let's get the temperature on here. It should show that plunge in here. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Thursday's going to be a cold day. We're going to be struggling to reach freezing. Yes! Finally, way it should be. If you don't like the cold weather, I suggest you go south and live in the south. It's supposed to be cold here. So tomorrow, we'll go more into tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, unfortunately, it has a lot more clouds around. So tomorrow we may not. It's a little less in the afternoon. Hopefully, we can get something in the afternoon. Hopefully, we can get some clearer skies. But it's more about the wind that I'm using this model for, because this displays the wind gusts, and we can take a look and see tomorrow. We're going to have some strong wind gusts over our area because of those tight isobars between that low departing and the high moving in. So 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts are possible, it looks like, on Sunday. So we may need a wind advisory for Sunday. And like I said, when you combine that, at least with the temperatures, it's going to feel, because tomorrow is going to be pretty chilly. We're waiting for the temperature to load. Temperatures are going to be in the upper 30s. So it's going to feel, with the wind chill, it's going to feel like it's in the teens and 20s. So it's going to really feel colder tomorrow. Finally, we're seeing some signs of hope in the forecast, and I'm very encouraged by this, that we're seeing some more cold air, and we're getting out of this disgusting blowtorch, mucky pattern that we've been in lately. It's been awful, and it might not be a perfect winter pattern, but at this point, if I can get highs in the 30s, I'll take it at this point. So that will conclude this weather update. I want to thank you for watching, and take care.